So my name is Michael Weber, and I'm in information technology. I own and operate Absolute Business Solutions here in Gallatin, Tennessee. The industry often looks for A+ certifications and Net+ certifications. There is a big push for specialization into certain systems such as let's say Cisco, Microsoft, I believe even Google, Amazon. A lot of these corporations have certification programs. When I come into the office, I have a system that tracks all of the tasks for the day. So we'll go through and manage all of those, reviewing any ticket that's in the board. Maybe that's a client's request for help. Maybe that's an alert that a system requires attention. So once we view all of those, we'll then proceed to schedule those and assign the task appropriately. There may be a scheduled appointment that we had previously that needs us to visit a client on site. We work solo and we work as a team. We do have some field work where we'll go on site to a client's office to install systems. A majority of it is remote work. We monitor, manage systems from our office. This can be done at our house as well. We also perform cybersecurity and data backup as well. The challenge and the reward are kind of one and the same when it comes to IT. I think the challenge is just having a problem that needs you to solve it, to critically think and reason, and then overcoming that problem and solving it is the reward. So it kind of feeds itself. I would say custom solutions. So if you have a client that has a specific need that requires, let's say, several different pieces that they use to perform their job, and they need a solution that is unique for them, coming up with something like that on the fly is a lot of fun, and I would say very rewarding. For me, looking for a potential employee, I'm looking for someone who has a very strong passion in technology, someone who would be presented with that challenge of solving a problem, and they would proceed to solve it and receive that self-rewarding feeling. So I think that's the most important point is aptitude. The ability to seek and discover a solution. Any sort of certification, schooling, knowledge, even something that seems indirect but deals with technology is very beneficial. But I think the core is passion. Follow any sort of technology that you are interested in. It could be gaming, it could be designing a website, it could be building an app. All of these things interwork with each other, and the great thing about information technology is there are many avenues, and you don't necessarily have to pick one because each avenue intersects with another avenue.